Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. If Jason Statham is in a movie called Wrath of Man, the title alone should basically tell you everything that you need to know. It's now in theaters, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Statham's character goes by H. It's the nickname that he's given on his first day of the job working for an armored truck company transporting high sums of cash. He's already not getting along with his new partner, Boy Sweat Dave, played by Josh Hartnett. One afternoon, they're held up by a bunch of masked individuals. Boy Sweat Dave starts to panic despite his outward bravado. H is oddly collected, willing to fend off these suspects. The aftermath reveals that H isn't your standard new employee, but one that comes with a loaded past and a mission to avenge his son's death. The film also stars Holt McCallany, Scott Eastwood, Andy Garcia, and Raul Castillo. Wrath of Man is the latest from director Guy Ritchie, who also co-wrote the film with Ivan Atkinson and Marn Davies. It's a remake of the 2004 French film La Convoyeur. This is the kind of action film that fits into that macho men category, where all the guys think that they're tough, doing macho things with guns, and think that they're all invincible. I rolled my eyes at some of the bro talk. H's name is clarified at one point by the line, H, like the bomb, or Jesus H. I can tell why Jason Statham's character would be pissed off hanging around all of his coworkers. He's actually angry for more legitimate reasons, which fuels the rest of the movie. No one can play pent-up aggression like Jason Statham, and he's someone who knows how to play into his brand, which I really commend. The whole first part of the film really plays out like your kind of standard revenge flick meets action heist. While this ominous score from Christopher Benstead leaves you on edge, it didn't really draw me in until Guy Ritchie and his writing team started to tell this story in somewhat of a backward order. Each act of the film goes back a little bit further in this story, coming at it from a different angle, showing H's complicated past, and then how these different masked robbers got into stealing from cash-in-transit vehicles. Each act starts over at the same opening sequence, but under someone else's perspective. I felt Wrath of Man really starts to take shape with this structure. It adds that mystery element, leaving the audience to second-guess what's come before. Now, in a plot like this, with millions of dollars of cash and macho men carrying large weaponry, it should come as no surprise that the climax then comes with your standard massive shootout with some reveals that get hinted at earlier on in the film. Wrath of Man is a step up for Guy Ritchie from some of his latest remakes, like Aladdin and King Arthur's Legend of the Sword. I still think, though, that it's missing that edge, the quirk, and the artistry that came from some of his earlier films like Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, both of which also starred Jason Statham. The film will entertain you for 2 hours, but you'll probably forget about it by the end of the day or even the next day. I'm giving Wrath of Man 2.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe from my YouTube channel. I got some other movie reviews as well as my appearances on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Wrath of Man. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.